English Flow Stories, your place to relax, unwind, and improve your English fluency. Tonight, enjoy a peaceful, feel good bedtime story told in slow English using the shadow technique. Just listen closely and repeat softly after each sentence. Let your English flow as your mind prepares to the rest. Okay, we can go on the story. Once upon a time, in a quiet valley surrounded by gentle hills and sleepy forests, there was a village called Willow Rest, where the trees seemed to whisper stories and the rivers hummed songs of calm. In this village, every home had a warm lamp glowing softly in the window, and every person greeted each other with a kind smile, no matter the hour. Among them lived a girl named Elisa, who had a heart full of wonder and a mind that loved to dream. Each evening she would walk through the cobbled paths of the village with her little lantern in hand, stopping to greet the owls perched on old branches and the rabbits that peeked out from their burrows. One special evening, she found a letter tucked beneath a stone bench near the bakery, sealed with golden wax and smelling faintly of lavender. It was an invitation to a midnight gathering at the hilltop, where dreams were said to glow like stars. She followed the moonlight which bathed the path in silver, and as she walked, the air filled with soft chimes and the distant giggle of fires. When she reached the top, she saw villagers sitting around a glowing circle of lanterns, telling stories, sipping warm cocoa, and singing gentle lullabies passed down for generations. It felt like the sky leaned into her listen. Elisa was invited to share her own story, and though shy, she spoke of the dreams she had of flying above oceans and painting the skies with colors no one had ever seen. The stars twinkled a little brighter, and someone said that when a dream is shared with kindness, the universe listens. As the night deepened, a quiet snow began to fall, soft as feathers, and wrapped the village in a soft white hug. Everyone walked back together, and no one felt cold, for their hearts were warm. Elisa returned home, placed the golden sealed letter in her journal, and drifted into sleep with a smile. The next morning, everything felt lighter. The air smelled of cinnamon. The clouds were slow and fluffy, and the birds sang tunes that made people stop and breathe with the joy. That day, Elisa helped the village librarian sort through old books, and they discovered a hidden map drawn by children from long ago, leading to a secret glade where the trees made music. They followed it and found the place where leaves shimmered in the wind and squirrels danced among the branches. They sat there for hours, just listened to the peaceful rhythm of the nature. The days in Willow Rest were moved gently like a feather floating on a quiet lake. The villagers would gather every weekend to share their dreams and laughter. Elisa planted flowers outside every doorstep, and soon the whole village bloomed like a painting. The whispering trees seemed to speak more clearly now, telling her she was a part of something special, something eternal. As weeks passed, Elisa kept discovering little wonders like puddles that reflected not just the sky, but other worlds and clouds that shaped themselves into memories from her childhood. She wrote every magical moment down in her notebook, and each night she read her stories aloud to the stars. One evening, a traveler arrived in Willow. Looking tired and lost, Elisa offered him a cup of mint tea and a soft blanket. He stayed in the village for many weeks, and every time he smiled, it felt like sunlight had returned to his eyes. He taught them with songs from faraway places, and in return they gave him peace. The village had become a home not just for Elisa but for everyone who came with an open heart. Willow Rest was not in any map, but those who need a rest always seemed to be a perfect place. And every night the sky above it told tales in soft lights, and the trees whispered their approval. The dreams of the villagers flowed gently into the stars, where they turned into tiny lights, guiding others who wandered in a search of calm. Elisa grew older but never lost her wonder. She kept writing, kept walking those cobbled paths, still waving at owls and stopping for the rabbits. And even when someone visits Willow Rest and listen closely, they might hear soft whisper in the wind, a story waiting to be heard. Thank you for listening to English Stories. We hope this bedtime story help you relax, smile, and gently improve your English through shadowing technique. Make it your nightly habit to listen, repeat, and describe in dream in English. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and return tomorrow for another peaceful story. Sweet dreams and good night. Bye.